Hey there, Brady here with your daily tennis lesson. So we're looking at positioning this week at DTL, and today specifically we're going to look at positioning at the baseline in doubles. So I've got Mark up here, he's my partner, and I just want to clear up a few thoughts on both the lateral positioning of a baseline player and a little bit of the vertical positioning of a baseline player when playing doubles. So I'm here stationed at the deuce side for now. All right, so let's look at lateral. And let's be honest, we're doing this with the idea that my net player is a pretty solid net player. Moving their feet a little bit, taking as many volleys as they possibly can. If you have a statue up there for a partner, this video is probably not going to help you as much, okay? So, the thought is for a lot of players at the club level that in doubles they should stand at the halfway point of their side of the court, all right? So we got the double sideline to the hash mark. The halfway point would be to stand about here, okay? There is no way you've ever seen a professional doubles player consistently stand there to hit their ground strokes as the baseline player. The reason for that is a ball that's, say, landing or crossing pretty close to the hash mark here, okay, that should for sure be Mark's volley. So I can rule out a decent section of court towards the center, and granted that's in my half of the tennis court because my volleyer should have that. All right, so the idea here is that I want to pull away from that spot because we have to respect the angle from the baseliner. And let me make this very clear. When you are a baseliner, if the opposing baseliner is hitting winners off you out this side of the court that you're not touching, that's like the cardinal sin. That cannot be happening in doubles. So we've got to respect the angle. So a ball that comes in that, say, lands, you know, in the doubles alley, obviously moving on a diagonal, moving the player this way, I really love the idea that I'm going to be, you know, either right foot on that single sideline, and this is for rally play, you guys. The return of serve's a little bit of a different beast. This is for rally play. I'm most likely, based on how good their ground strokes are, going to be right foot near the single sideline, if not possibly straddling that single sideline. Because this, to me, allows really good position to go cover an angle that feasibly would really move me off the court if I was playing more 50-50 on this half. But I just think this ball out here is the one, as the baseliner, I'm letting my team down if I can't cover that ball. So, and honestly, if Mark lets that ball go, you got to remember that ball is bouncing straight back. That gives me a pretty good chance from even a farther position to go get it because it's not chasing away from me. This ball is bouncing away from me and it's making me chase. So that's a really important idea is don't play the center of your half, definitely shade out towards that single sideline. That's the lateral idea. The vertical idea is to get to the net. All right, so it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me, even if they hit a big ball coming in, to back up all that much. The problem here is now the net player out in front of me has a lot more time to read my shot, and I'm likely to get my partner hurt up there if I'm doing a lot of retreating back off the baseline. So the vertical side of things when you're playing the baseline in doubles is a lot clearer than in singles. I just think we need to be way up more close to the line with the intention to go forward. Okay, so that's the deuce side. Couple different thoughts on the ad side. Let's go check it out. All right, so coming into the ad side, a lot of similarities I would say, but a few things I want to make clear. One, it's just very common at the club level to hear people say, oh, do you want forehand side or do you want backhand side? And yes, if I'm standing in the middle of the court in singles, this is the backhand side, that's the forehand side. But that, to me, is a really inappropriate idea when it comes to doubles. The reason for that would be this. most likely, once again, I want to be somewhere near this single sideline, probably straddling it on this half, to be honest. And even if Mark, let's say, misses this volley to the center, and this ball ends up really close in my side of the court, what you want to remember now, if you're playing over like I'm suggesting, is running this way a little longer distance is now a running forehand. That to me, compared to the deuce side, where if I had to go cover my partner's lack of volleying, I'm running to the middle to hit a backhand, which in my book, I'm likely to be a little less aggressive, little less attacking. So I love the feeling of, you know, don't want it to happen too often, but hey, Mark lets that go, and here I'm off to the races to go rip a forehand from the center of the court. To me, I actually hit more forehands in doubles from the ad side than I do from the deuce side. And the reason for that would be simply that anything I've got to cover to the center is a forehand, and because I'm playing in this position where I'm leaving such a small sliver of court, I mean, a lot of you out there should be swinging around and very used to run around or inside out or inside in forehands from this side. It's a very common thing. So unless you absolutely love your backhand and want to make hay with it, if you think you want to be a more forehand oriented doubles player, I would highly suggest playing on this side. And you know, again, the verticality issue would simply be, hey, I'm trying to get to net, I want to have two up against that squad, and a forehand that I run around and rip cross court. It's a nice entryway to go get me to the net, where if I play a little more center of my half on the ad side, you know, a backhand cross court, I feel like the net player gets a little longer read at the ball. They could possibly step in and take my cross court ball. And to be honest, I just don't have as much sting on my backhand cross court to make me feel that every time I hit it, I should go to the net. But off my forehand, I do. All right, so those are the thoughts on positioning at the baseline in doubles. Don't just play that half position of your half of the court. You've got to understand the geometry of it all and try to be setting yourselves up vertically, ultimately to just get yourselves into the net, okay? So that's all I got for you today. Hope that was super helpful. Please click like below this video, and if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please do so, as well as check down below me in the description of this video. You'll find the link to 3 free courses Mark and I have put together. I think you'll find those really helpful as well. All right, so until next time, be well. We'll see you soon at Daily Tennis Lesson.